My name is Steve Smith. This is TQA Weekly. And if ever you have any questions, comments, suggestions for topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com or drop them down below on YouTube. And of course, you can always head over to patreon.com/TQA Weekly, where you can continue helping me out with this show by contributing to every single episode I produce. And this helps me make my show better. So kind of like this episode is a green screen episode, which will allow me to actually demonstrate how to do something very cool, which will actually be how to create your own Windows 10 media. So basically, in my case, how to create your own optical disc so that if ever you needed to reinstall, or if you wanted to, you can do a clean install instead of using the original disk that came with your license. So let's get on to that specific part, which, by the way, is a lot simpler than most of you will believe. For those who didn't know, you're going to have to go to the Microsoft website to go and get the media creation tool. So this means that you're going to go to Microsoft.com/en-us/software-download/Windows 10. And on this page, we'll say download Windows 10. Then you're going to scroll all the way down. And for those who already know this, I'm going to seriously suggest you download the 64-bit version of the download tool, so the media creation tool, because there is no point downloading the 32-bit version unless you seriously want to handicap your own system. So if you have more than 4 gigs of RAM and you download and use the 32-bit version, it's on you. You don't have access to anything else. So once you download it, you're going to have to open it. And when you open it, it says Windows 10 Setup. So for those who didn't already upgrade to Windows 10, you can actually use this tool to upgrade to Windows 10. However, if you're already in Windows 10, there is absolutely no point of doing it. So from this window, you're going to have to actually select the Create Installation Media for another PC, even though it's for this PC. Then you're going to click Next. Then you're going to have to select all of the information that you need. So first of all, most of us will be using English United States, and you can of course pick all the other kinds of Windows that you need. So most people will select Windows 10 Home because that's usually what they use. And then you get to pick your architecture. Now, while you can make both, there's no point. Just go with the 64-bit version because most of you will probably want to have more than 4 gigs of RAM. So we click Next, and obviously if you want to use a USB flash drive, you click Next and follow the instructions. You will need one that has at least 3 gigs or more of space available on it, but keep in mind that it has to be a 3 or higher USB drive. Any data already on it will be flashed, so make sure it's an empty USB drive. But we're going to be looking at ISO, since even though the disk drive is kind of dying, most people still have an optical drive in their computer anyway. So you click ISO file, then you click Next. Then you'll be selecting which one. Now, I did say it was the home and it was the English one, so we'll click that and click Save. In my case, because I'm overwriting, we'll just click Yes. And then we wait. It may take a while, by the way. When your download of Windows 10 has actually started to finish, all you'll have to do is wait for it to verify your download, which will also take a little bit of time, as you have noticed that it would have taken to download your very own copy. Once the download has actually finished, you'll be presented with the Burn the ISO file to a DVD screen. You can actually click on the file itself. I will open up the folder. I'll just drag that into the correct screen. And then all you have to do is actually right click the actual file and select Burn Disk Image, which is actually part of Windows. Then you insert a disk and then click Burn. And that's all you technically have to do to create your own disk. So if you found this episode useful, like it. Otherwise, dislike this episode. And of course, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions for topics down below. Don't forget to go to patreon.com/TQA Weekly to help me out with every single one of my episodes that I put out weekly. And of course, do not